Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. I haven't posted one of these in actually forever, and it's because there was nothing like super interesting happening with my life over the past few months. I don't think I filmed anything with the intention of turning it into a vlog, so all these videos are just kept in my camera roll for like memory's sake, but I'm putting them into this video now because why not make clout while I'm at it? So yeah.
I love Deca Ink!
So that last part was filmed in March, but now it's April, so let's go to Florida for 2 days. Not like the travel time was 2 days, but like we stayed there for 2 days. I don't know why you would think the travel time was 2 days. Anyways, we're on the plane, woohoo, we landed, and then we drove to the beach first, and then we circled back to the hotel. And here's the fit, except I changed into shorts because it was like way too hot outside. It was so green, and there was like palm trees everywhere, like wow. So we went to 2 beaches. The first one I forgot the name of, but I'll put it on screen. This one was so much fun because the waves were sharper, and also the water was like way cooler than it was in the second one we went to, but the second one was like prettier by far. So the second one we went to was Clearwater Beach, and as you can probably tell from the name, the water was clear and the sand was white. So what, like look at that, like what? But it was like extremely hot, and so was the water, so like I don't know what that was about, but here's some pictures I took at Clearwater. My life was very uneventful in April and May, and I'd like to say that that was mainly because all I was doing was studying, and I was very stressed all the time. Look at this video I took. I don't know why I took it, but I found it in my camera roll, and it's just like a recording of all the AP classroom things that my teacher assigned to study. I had 2 AP exams, and that was like my biggest stressor at that point because it was like coming up AP season, but that was fine. Anyways, good morning. I feel like there's like been this variation of me just like brushing my teeth on my channel like in every single vlog, and I apologize, but I think I'm taking you along to make breakfast with me. We ran out of jam, and I'm very sad because I literally would eat peanut butter and jam for breakfast every day, but now I just like don't eat breakfast because I wake up at like 9, and 9 is like basically 12, and that's when I eat lunch. So I'm like, why would I eat something? You know? I kind of went over this, but the reason I didn't post anything was just because like I was studying the whole time. Like look, studying here, studying when I literally went downstairs to eat dinner. I was just watching Heimler, and then I'm studying for world history in this clip as well. So what I did, I felt like I didn't need to do because I feel like the class prepared me really well. Like my teacher was awesome and everything, but like I was too extra, but I got a 5, so like I guess it worked. All I did was like go on Fiveable and just like take notes on it, you know, like and answer the question. I actually did have an AP exam vlog that I was gonna post, and a 5 ways to fill your sketchbook video, but that one ended up getting deleted somehow. And the other one, the AP exam vlog, I finished it in like June, and I was like, who is gonna watch this in June whenever school's out, you know? No one wants to think about AP tests. But anyways, moving on. I promise that this whole video isn't just like studying, but like this part of the video is. Holy crap, I was like so sleep deprived. And you know, in this time lapse, like if I loaded the full time lapse, there was a segment in time where I just lied down on the like couch next to me and I just took a nap, and it was in the time lapse, and I woke up and I was so confused. I was like, wait, why am I here? When did I lie down? So that was slightly just a little bit worrying, but this was the day of the AP test, I believe. Wish me luck. Just kidding, I already took them and I passed, so yeah. Yay, last day of school. Woohoo! You can't even see my eyes, but I have eye bags. Like, what is going on? There was no one at school because I guess a lot of people went to graduation, and a lot of people just like didn't show up, and I was like, okay, whatever. But we hopped on a plane and we're ready to go to Chicago. Woohoo! So our final destination was Hyderabad, which is in India, and so this first flight was to Chicago, and we stayed in Chicago for 3 days, and then after that layover, we went to Delhi on a 15-hour flight, and after that 15-hour flight, there was another, I think it was 2 hours to go to Hyderabad. So yeah, kind of like a crazy amount of travel time. Okay, this airplane is making me think of this thing that happened to me in Delhi. Okay, so we were in the Delhi bathroom, right? And there's only 3 stalls, right? And then this person like cuts in front of me, and they're like, oh, can I go? I got my period. Can I like cut in front of you and take your spot? Because like the stall just opened and I was at the front of the line. And I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. So then they left the stall, and then I went to the same stall that they did, like after they were finished, because none of the other ones had opened up for some reason. They did not flush. There was no blood. There were no tampons. There were no pads anywhere. So they just like lied to me, I guess. I don't know. I felt betrayed. But let's go. We're in Chicago now. I don't know why I told you that story. I just felt like I had to tell someone. This hotel had the best cinnamon rolls in the world. Like almost as good as IKEA. Like I literally I ate like 4 a day. They were so fire. Like I love hotel breakfast, and because I always like find one thing that I eat the whole trip. And for that trip, it was those freaking cinnamon rolls, bro. Those were like scrumptious. Here we we are in the car because our hotel was like close to our airport, but like downtown Chicago was like far from the hotel, so it was like a 30-minute drive or something. But we're here. Wow, so beautiful. You can see the skyline. Wonderful. I was just playing Project Makeover on my phone. I might have downloaded it because I got one too many ads of like the Instagram one, and I just kept getting agitated that they wouldn't play the freaking game right. So I downloaded it, and it was like actually nothing like that. Whatever. Anyways, look how tall this freaking building is. Like, it's almost as tall as I am. Like, that's tall, guys. We walked around, and then my parents were like very confused by I kept filming the flowers instead of like, you know, the downtown area that I was in, but the flowers were pretty. Okay, anyways, I don't know what this is. It's like a stadium, but it was very cool, like the architecture, like wow. And here's the bean. We took a lot of pictures here. It was very funny because I was like distorted, like we went like under it. It was so busy, I guess because we went at like a reasonable hour. It was so busy. And then we went to the Art Institute of Chicago, and I was very excited. That was the Van Gogh exhibit, like the video that just played, but I'm just gonna put other pictures of the museum and the bean up here. Yeah, wow, cool. These are some of the pieces that I really liked. Plus, this like cool installation that was like in the. It was like a yard, like just for that installation, and it was like chairs you could sit and eat tea, and it was very cool. Anyways, here we were like strolling around aimlessly trying to find the Buckingham fountain. Also, this intersection took like 3 minutes to like let us walk past. Anyways, there's the Buckingham fountain. It's very beautiful, but it was not worth the walk. Okay. And then we were like sitting around waiting for, like, we were looking for lunch spots, but then we were like, okay, fine, we'll just find it on the way out. So here's me in the car. Wow, so beautiful. This street view was so like magnificent. I loved it so much. There was also a sign that said Northwestern, and I was like, Northwestern University is right here? But then I googled it, and it's like in some other city in Illinois, and it's not Chicago. Whatever, I could have gone on a tour, but we ate some biryani with spinach chicken. I was very confused as to why it was green, and then someone told me it was spinach. I was like, oh, okay. Here's our hotel room, almost packed up, and we're ready to go to Delhi. Woo, this was the worst flight ever. Okay, I'm being really annoying about it. It was an okay flight. I just like slept the whole time because my entertainment system wouldn't work. So they gave us some peanuts that were salty and nice, and then this was the first meal, and this one was like the best out of all of them. They just like kept getting worse for some reason, but this one was like pretty good. It was like jeera rice, okra, and some chicken, and they gave us tiramisu, and I love tiramisu. So, but then this meal was so like, oh my god, like I got the worst stomachache after eating that leek. I was so like, I finished it because I was hungry, but like whatever. Here's my little cousin. He's so cute. Yay, we're in India. I actually filmed a 5 ways to fill your sketchbook video, but it just didn't end up working because like I don't know. And then I lost the footage. So I was like, okay, whatever. But now we went on another plane to Varanasi, which is like on the very opposite side of India. It's in the state Uttar Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh, like, it's like the northmostern state, and it like touches Nepal, which is crazy. We're in the car, and my cousin is jamming out to some Punjabi song because it like someone made it into a Pokemon AMV, and he's just obsessed with it. And honestly, go him. We get into a car, and the first thing that man does is put that song on. So now it's like ingrained in my memory. But here we drove to Ganga, and here is Ganga. It's very beautiful. I had to Google what like the Ganga pronunciation was in like American English and British English. Apparently people say Ganges. Like, what? I've never heard that in my life, but we went to Ganges, I guess. Okay, this pronunciation thing is reminding me of this time where I was in this class, right? And for some reason, Pakistan got brought up in the conversation, and I say Pakistan like Pakistan, because that's like the South Asian way to say it, kind of. Like the A in Pakistan should be an A, right? Not an A, like Pakistan. Like, they were clowning on me, because apparently they say it as Pakistan, and then they Googled it, and of course Google says it's called Pakistan, because that's the American pronunciation. I don't know why I keep, like, ranting, but, like, my ego was so bruised after that. We're back in Hyderabad, and we visited this temple. It's so beautiful and pastel. I love it so much. And we saw some goats. Actually, some is an understatement. There was a lot of goats. One came up to the car, and I was like very terrified. And then this is High Tech City in Hyderabad. It's basically where all the tech companies were. It's very cool. Look at this bridge I filmed. People kept side-eyeing me for filming, but like, what was I supposed to do? Not film? Anyway, the truth is I took way too many photos and not enough videos, so I'm just gonna like show you the photos. These were noodles I ate, this was chicken I ate. We went to this churro place, me and my aunt, for International Churro Day, and here's the skirt I wore. It was really cute. I like the skirt a lot. But we went to the restaurant for International Churro Day, and we got free churros, but the churros were kind of mid, but like the chicken was good. Anyways, this was that temple I filmed in earlier. There was this really huge tree around it, and I took a picture. This is the front. Look how beautiful that is. Those colors, like, wow, so pleasing to my eyes. And here's like a side view I took of the trees because they look nice. Bro, I'm kind of mad because the lighting of this photo was so good, but I had to make the goofiest face in the world, and I'm so glad I'm blurring it. You know, I've been considering taking engineering like as an undergrad degree, like before I go to law school, and like I went like this factory that we went to, it was so wonderful, and I was like, I should do mechanical engineering, but I don't know if I have the brains for that. And then we went to this East Asian and Southeast Asian restaurant, and we ate a lot, and it was so good. We had this ramen, and we also had I also tried sushi for the first time, and it was so good. And then after that we went to the bakery, and I got ice cream, but I couldn't finish it. It was so sweet. And then I had mandi. I took so many pictures of food, but I had mandi, and I got a stomachache right after because I think they used too much oil, but like I love mandi. It was so good. But yeah, now the end of the video, it's like kind of abrupt, and I apologize. I feel I haven't like caught up with you guys in a while, and I hope this kind of provides some explanation on what I've been doing for the past few months. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Look out for a new video in a couple of weeks where I kind of talk about the future of this channel, because I do want to mix in more lifestyle content into my already art content, so you'll kind of see what I mean in that video. But yeah, see you guys.